Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at peeling bananas, but mostly we're poor at making art. I'm Benj.
And I'm Isaac. Today's topic is going to be fruit leading to eternity. Now, some of you might be wondering what on earth that means, and I'm not entirely sure yet. But Benj and I found out some time ago that some of the best places to gain titles for our art is in our pastor's sermons on Sunday morning. You never really find a more complex title than the title of a sermon.
And also one that's very easy to interpret differently than the pastor originally was planning to.
Yeah, that's probably a good point, because I highly doubt whatever you and I draw today is going to be anything similar to what we heard from the pulpit this morning.
Yep.
All right, now
that's for sure.
As I was thinking about this,
although I think we also agreed that if we tried to draw it correctly, it would pretty much be blasphemy because of how poor our art skills are.
Yeah.
So we just go the opposite direction entirely.
Exactly. Better not mess with that. So I guess fruit leading to eternity. Where to start with that? Except, oh, you know what? I forgot my drawing glove.
Oh, yeah. Gotta put on the drawing glove.
I imagine that people have died from not donning the proper art equipment at least once or twice this week. So, to start, you always have to have something in mind. And today, I kind of have something in mind.
Yep, sometimes you just gotta go where the pen takes you.
About 6 or 8 or 12 months ago, I drew a picture of a guy walking away from the camera. And today I'm going to try my best to recreate what it looks like when somebody is not facing you in a drawing. Now, for you at home, that probably sounds extremely easy. Or you're thinking, who even cares? But for us, it is nothing of the sort. So we've got the back of the head here. Give a kind of a profile of the ears coming off.
Yeah, that's why I always draw people facing sideways, because that's the only way I know how to draw people.
Give him some. I'm gonna actually thin up the hair a little bit today.
I think your guy is bald.
Well, he's thinning. It's thinning. He's at the end of his time on Earth. For today's drawing, at least. Sounds a bit morbid, but it does go with the topic, I think. And then we'll give him. Gosh, how do you do this? Give him back.
Most people have those.
Most do. Just kind of. Oh gosh. No, those lines don't even line up.
An interesting drawing, trying to draw somebody without a back.
I'm going to do my utmost today to draw somebody with a back, although I think it would have been easier if I just went with no back. Just kind of give him the back of his shirt here, and then, you know, let's go with the pants first. Kind of one leg.
Pants also means you have to draw the leg.
Well, I mean, he's wearing long pants.
But, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this is deciding what his legs look like.
I think that gave him
like why is his legs lightning bolt shaped?
It gives him some movement.
Which way is he moving?
Well, I mean, I'll give him a foot down here. Flat. Rounded. So you're looking at the back of his shoe. You can't really tell what's going on.
I've never seen somebody's knees do that.
And then he's got this foot up in the air, so we'll give it. Yeah, that works, I think. He's got no arms yet, but we can fix that.
If both his legs are broken.
Well, we'll just go with it. They are. It could be worse. It could look like his arm. Oh gosh. Just give him a little sleeve here. Coming out of the sleeve. That means I have to try a hand.
Oh, yes. Last time your drawings didn't have any hands.
Oh, gosh, no! It looks more like the paw. Oh, this looks so much worse than I wanted it to at the start of this.
He might have a skeleton hand or something there.
It's hard to tell, but we'll give him another arm. Coming down over here. Try to make it the same length as the one. I think this one we'll try. Have 5 fingers, huh?
Yeah, I think
1, 2, 3, 4. That one's so much better.
hands are one of the hardest things to draw.
Yeah.
Like, people talk about faces a lot because so much nuance, but like, even like if you're doing a cartoony style, faces aren't that hard, but hands, even in a cartoony style, are just like impossible.
Yeah, so here's our guy walking along, creepy looking hands. Give him a little bit. I assume he's balding more in the front. Not really balding in the back, just thinning. And I say that so that I don't have to try to make this look like a full head of hair. Yeah, it stops somewhere around that point. Because I'm afraid with my pen, if I get too close to the edge here, I'll just go over the top, and then I'll have something sticking up. And that's not really what we're going for. We're going for fruit leading to eternity.
Yes.
You might be wondering where the fruit is in this case.
I am wondering that, actually.
I'm trying to think of fruit now, because that's really what the next part of this has to do with. It has to do with fruit leading to eternity.
Well, there's the classic fruit, like tomatoes and cucumbers and pumpkins.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get quite a few upset people with you, but as long as you understand that fruit is generally not what we think fruit is. That's a path, right?
Yep.
Leading
It gets smaller
into
at distance. That's what I hear people try to do in the art world with perspectives.
Yep, just leading on up towards eternity.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the fruit leading this man to eternity. You think of a name for our man, because I don't know.
What kind of man would follow fruit?
I'm going to start with a tomato. That's my interpretation of how you would draw a tomato with a ballpoint pen.
Yep, the same
If
as
you
an
have
apple.
as much skill as I do. I feel like an apple has some more curves to it. Oh, that's
a crescent moon.
It's a green bean almost, but it's supposed to be a banana. Maybe we can salvage it. Put one of those little knobby things. It's so much better than what I had originally.
Yeah, that does look more like a banana.
Try to remember what a pear looks like. Oh no.
Say that's a pear?
I mean, you know how when you go to the grocery store and there's that one fruit you see among the bunch and you're like, I would never pick up that one in a million years because it looks so gross and misshapen. That's what we have there.
But you would follow it to eternity.
I mean, you have no choice in this case. It's an orange. You can tell because of the color.
Oh, yes.
Oh, but see now I have to draw like them coming out. I feel like this is more the pen than me right now.
Yeah, that's probably what you think.
I swear the pen is off. Okay.
I mean, that's possible, but I think it's more likely that you're messing up.
I'm blaming it on the pen. We'll just assume it's the pen. We're going to have to assume it's the pen a lot.
Every mistake.
From here on out.
Whole drawing.
Grapes are easy to draw. I should just draw the rest as grapes. Oh, I drew this path so big. It doesn't have... I have to get so much fruit.
Are you planning to make the whole path fruit?
I mean, that was the original idea. Almost like it was like an ugly carpet.
Well, because it gets small, you could do like that perspective thing where it's just now it's black dots.
Oh.
You just know it's fruit because earlier on it was all fruit.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Although, because this is leading to eternity, what you might not realize, this path is actually up in the sky. How can you tell?
Like going to heaven.
Yeah, like there's like signs pointing up to where you're headed. Like a big sign here. It's not one of those signs that's shaped like an arrow. It just has an arrow pointing on it. Like. Just ignore that. And it's just like, heaven is this way.
Nice.
It's a 3D sign now. Yeah. Heaven is, that way. And it's like on a cloud. Almost need another sign pointing to this, explaining that that's a cloud. And you have another sign over here.
Follow the. So you're doing this like very literally, just fruit leading
you to
eternity.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what we're going for, isn't that the topic? And then let's see. Just finish the path. I was originally thinking of putting something at the end of the path, but I think drawing fruit is going to take the majority of my time. What other fruits are there? We've got apples.
Yeah, you haven't even drawn an apple.
I've been shuddering to imagine. I know there's like a little bump thing at the bottom, and then it curves out here. We'll call that one apple.
I think that's more like a pomegranate.
Pomegranate. No, you're right. That is definitely a pomegranate. We'll even put a couple of those like pomegranate seeds falling off of it over there.
Arguably, I don't know.
What the heck does an apple look like then? What does an apple look like?
Like like you draw a W on the bottom. Like you didn't really do that. Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
You do like a W on the bottom.
And apple. Oh, it's got so many parts. It's like the side, it like tapers. So you're saying I put a W?
Yeah. Like you start with like a W, and then it gets bigger as it goes up, and then it's kind of like a heart shape.
That.
Well, I mean, you didn't really do a heart shape.
Again, all that fruit in the grocery store that you would never actually pick up. We're going to go with that. That's definitely not a chili pepper. That's a banana.
Yep. Definitely a banana.
Maybe if we do like the more well-known fruit, we like, do a little bit of that. We take a bite out of it. People will recognize that. I mean, they won't really, but they'll recognize it.
You're trying to do like the apple symbol?
It's an apple, right? Somebody got hungry on the way to eternity and took a bite.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
You could do like a watermelon. That should be fairly easy.
Oh,
just nice and big.
Boy. It's got some like stripes on it.
And you could do all the other melons, which are pretty much just circles, like cantaloupes and honeydews or whatever they're called. I think peppers are technically fruit.
You know what that is?
Strawberry, maybe?
You would think that, because that might have been what I was going for. But do you remember in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when he talks about snozberries and then everybody's left wondering what they look like?
Right.
Well, The Road to Eternity gives you a pretty clear picture of what a snozberry looks like. See how it kind of looks like a nose?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does kind of look like a nose.
That's how you know it's a snozberry.
That's where he got his name now.
I'm going to add some more grapes, because grapes are just circles, and circles are just so easy to draw. Those are green grapes, though. The other ones were red grapes.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So this guy's following the fruit up to eternity. And how else do we show that we're in the sky? leading on up to
You
heaven.
could draw like the sun or something.
No, that's overdone. Wind, though.
Oh, wind.
Give it some motion.
You could draw like those birds that are just W's or M's.
I think a W is like a dead bird.
Yeah,
They have to
like
be
an M.
M's to get the
Yeah.
wings. Exactly
It
the
could be.
same.
It could be a bird doing a flip. So you got to be
You wanna-
careful.
you
because
want a W
You can
bird?
make. You can
There,
make.
that bird's having a bad day.
Yeah, it's doing a flip, but it also kind of looks like a butt now.
It's a bird.
Yeah,
A dead. It's falling. It's like a peregrine
it's
falcon
its
diving.
Its wings are going up instead of down. Like
So our guy
birds
is headed
gotta do
on,
that
is
sometimes.
headed on up to heaven, to eternity, and he's following the fruits
yeah, which are
of various
leading him.
kinds. Here, let's add some blueberries. Blueberry,
You do like raspberries.
blueberry.
You know, now that I think about it, that snozzberry is pretty big for a berry.
Well, snozzberries are huge.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. They're like the size of an apple.
See, we all learned something here today about snozzberries. And before I ruin it any further, I think I'm just going to call it a day. Now we
Yep.
just need a title.
Just got to title it and then put your name.
Fruit leading.
And I can never think of a name, so you guys in the comment section just tell us the name of a man that would follow fruit,
To eternity.
or just in general, somebody that would follow fruit.
Somebody would follow fruit. Fruit leading to eternity. Now I just need my name and age to make it an official piece of art.
Yep.
And I think we'll call it a day on my piece.
Okay, we'll just get me over in that chair and see what thing I come up with.
You know, looking at mine again on the full screen really makes me wish we could erase. Because there are so many things I would erase and fix, like most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely most of the fruit. Except for the snozzberry, I'd leave that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for those of you out there that just think we're bad at art, we are bad at art.
It's true.
But limiting yourself to not erasing is a pretty big limiting factor.
Yeah, we challenge any artist out there to take this same prompt for today, take a ballpoint pen, and try to make it the best you possibly can. I promise you it's harder than you might think.
Mm-hmm. Now,
It's not as hard as we make it look, but it's harder than you might think.
and of course, any of you that are actually good at art, you'll do it way better than us. We're not arguing that.
You know, we wouldn't dare challenge any real artists out there.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to be taking a different route here. So we're drawing, the fruit leading to eternity. So I'm going to start off drawing a tree because, most fruit come from a tree. Obviously not all
Is
fruit.
that true? Does most fruit come from a tree?
Uh,
There's a lot of
I'm not
berry
sure.
bushes and watermelon vines and
Yeah, I mean all berries are
yeah,
fruit.
I'm just gonna
so-
fact check your entire
Yeah,
statement
it's
there.
it's just not true. Okay,
I'm
I'm
not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I don't actually know.
It's and yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's not
This
true.
tree
Wow,
looks-
that is a huge branch,
This
but
tree-
that's how it is.
on those fruit trees. This tree looks exactly like the tree from last time. What is that? Is that another branch?
No, these are like the top. Like they are technically branches. but-
Okay, yeah. This tree put all of its work into growing that one branch and then gave up on the rest. It's also a very wobbly tree.
so
But I mean, honestly, that's probably
you want to?
more like a real tree, right? Like, there's not straight lines in a real tree.
No, of course not.
I mean, there's also no tree on Earth that looks quite like that.
Yeah, I mean,
But this isn't a tree.
no, this is not a normal tree.
Oh.
That's for sure. This is a tree that's going to draw this fruit that I'm about to draw.
Snozzberry.
No, they're not going to be a snozzberry. This is a fruit that will lead you to eternity.
Oh, I'm in.
So it's gonna start off. I'm gonna go for like it's gonna have kind of like an apple like bottom.
Apples are tricky.
Which also is kind of like a butt bottom. I just realized.
They look quite like the butt fruit.
And then it's gonna be kind of like an apple.
You criticized my apples.
It's not gonna be like an apple.
That is more like I'm thinking like a bell pepper with a spoiled bell pepper.
But see, this is like what the fruit always looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like I guess I need to draw more.
I guess when you make up a fruit, you can't really criticize if it looks bad.
Yeah, this is 100% exactly the way it looks.
Oh, well, I should have just made up all my fruits. That one is beautiful.
Yep, exactly.
I can tell they're the same fruit. Versus the ones I drew, I don't know if you could tell which ones were the same or not.
Yeah, so I don't want to like spend too much time just keep drawing fruit, even though that's basically the whole thing.
It is fruit leading to eternity. I'm not entirely sure how these tooth-shaped fruits are going to lead us to eternity.
I don't want to draw eternal fruits though.
Eternal fruits just sounds like something you get from McDonald's, and you'd like, you know, those apple slices that come in the bag. You know that after an eternity, they would still look exactly the same as the day you bought them.
And then, oh yeah, because of all the stuff they put on it. Let's see. I'm gonna like give the bark some texture.
Yes. Now it's more believable.
Yeah. You referenced my tree from last time, but that video never made it to the public.
Did it not? Oh man, you're right.
Because our audio messed up.
Maybe someday everybody will be lucky enough to see this tree for the first time. Believe it or not, it did look better than this tree today.
Yeah.
Not much, but...
That's the thing with art. Sometimes you do something that could be called decent, and sometimes you don't.
Hmm.
So now I'm going to have a description. There's just going to be a person here standing sideways because, as we all know, that's the only way humans can be drawn.
Every time you draw eyes, they just look frightened.
This person might be frightened, though.
Does he have a unibrow?
No, this is his hair.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be like my hair, though. It's going to be like straight.
Oh, yes. Much different than your self-portrait so far.
Yes, very different. And then, and this guy doesn't have glasses because glasses are too hard to draw.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't look like you at all. Ooh.
That's just how people are
Very
sometimes.
thin-necked sometimes. Is that the whole body?
No, that's just the arm band. What's that part of the shirt called?
Collar?
No.
The armband. What? Oh, okay. We're going from the side here.
Yeah.
I was seeing something. I don't know.
What were you?
I was trying to
thinking?
figure out.
Like that?
Is that like the sleeve? Is that the word you were looking
Yes,
for?
sleeve.
The armband.
The sleeve.
Is that his butt?
Yep. Wasn't meant to be, but
You got a little pointy butt.
you know, sometimes you just gotta do a terrible art.
I don't know. I think you should. Oh, he's an elf.
Just gotta put those shoelaces on.
I know of no other species that wears pointed shoes. Elves and those of you that wear clogs.
Are they different species?
You know, probably not.
Okay, so now,
I'm still not getting the eternity part of this. We got some
Oh,
ugly
man.
looking fruit.
due to the perspective I drew this in, I'm gonna have to draw this next person looking kind of towards. Changing perspective on myself.
Things like that are what make our art
Okay.
beautiful.
So, this guy that I'm drawing now is going to be quite a bit different. Just,
I mean, he's not going to have a pointy butt that matches his pointy shoes.
nope. He's gonna be a different kind of breed.
Is he still a human? Kind of looks like a witch.
It's human to a degree, I would say.
Is that his brain?
Oh yeah, that's his brain. That's his brain.
See, as much as I felt sorry for the first person, oh, at least he's happy about it.
Oh yeah, of course he's happy.
Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say I felt bad for him, but no. Now
No, he's got the fruit that leads to eternity.
Oh, is that his tree? Just reaching awkwardly close to this guy.
Yeah, with the fruit.
Right inside of his personal bubble.
Yep, right inside, offering that fruit.
Just touching the chin almost with the fruit.
He really wants him to eat the fruit.
This is like one of the people at Costco who give you samples if they really want you to try their sample. They just touch you in the chin.
See, now how do I make the hand?
Hands are tricky. Look
Well,
at your
like-
other guy's hand.
Well, I know.
Three fingers.
I know that, but like, it's not even close
Like
to
a
the
chicken.
fruit anymore.
Good luck.
Like, I guess this is just where his arm bends now. Like that.
Oh, I see. We can't see the hand because it's behind the fruit.
We'll draw like a thumb coming out,
Oh, that actually looks convincing.
and then you know,
I might just.
maybe like a little bit of fingers over here, if I can even get that.
See, this is the problem with not drawing with a real pen either. It all just kind of blurs together
See,
on a
but
tablet.
now,
I'm
yeah,
impressed.
whatever.
No, I can
That's what it looks like.
I can see him holding
Exactly.
the weird
His other arm.
fruit.
He's gonna have like a tattered cloth thing right there, and this guy's just weirdly proportioned.
So is this like a zombie?
Yeah, like he's like a zombie. That's why he had
The brain and the tattered clothes and
yeah. So he
not understanding people's personal space.
exactly. So he's got eternity through zombieism.
Hmm. Yes, the worst kind of eternity. Is he wearing a skirt?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
He was a
It's
Scottish
good.
zombie wearing his kilt.
it was like
What is that?
it's his almost leg.
It's like he never skipped leg day. Or he
Like
yeah,
that's
he never worked his arms. Aww. Oh yeah. No. Coming out of his kilt.
yeah. Like I mean, he just has one actual leg.
He got a nice looking shoe. By nice looking, I mean he has his shoe.
We're gonna give him some hair that on the side of his head that actually like has hair.
Beautiful.
There we go. And then let's give him like some teeth.
Yeah. One
And then,
one long row of teeth.
and then try to fill in.
So what exactly is happening here?
Well, like basically, he's offering him this fruit that will turn him into a zombie and give him eternal life.
Oh, it's zombie fruit.
Yes, zombie fruit.
Is that brain sticking out of the top of the fruit?
Yep, that's what I was going for.
Of course.
I mean, I wouldn't try to argue that fact now that I look at it, but that's what I was drawing.
Yes, of course.
And then let's see. We should probably have him like saying something, you know, because he's offering him the fruit. Let's see. What should he be saying? Hey,
Hey.
bro. What?
Are his words gonna go behind him?
Well, let's no, I can't erase.
See, again,
What?
are we assuming you can barely read the words because he's a zombie?
No, that's just because I'm bad at handwriting.
Oh.
The
Some...
eternity.
Oh, gosh.
Wow, the word eternity is much longer than I.
Oh, no. What?
Yep.
Want some eternity?
Yeah, hey,
And
bro.
just a singular line coming up
We'll,
to
we'll
say
do a
this?
little comma.
Oh, that fixes it.
Yeah.
That fixes it. We wouldn't want to be grammatically incorrect.
Hey, bro, want some eternity?
You need a period too, or question mark too, then, don't you?
Oh, it's behind the tree now.
It's not.
See, and I was thinking about.
It gives you some perspective. You could see that him and his words are both in front of the tree.
I was gonna draw some more zombies over here, but I think I got the idea across.
I think all you're missing now is the title and your name
Yep.
and age to make it an official piece of art.
So we got fruit.
You didn't even capitalize your title. All the grammar fans are going to be after us today.
Leading.
Oh my gosh. I feel the need to apologize for your handwriting.
Did I spell eternity right?
So hard to
Eternity.
tell. Is that is that a D or a T at the end of fruit? Rude.
At the end of fruit?
It's just a...
Okay, well that was because the pen messed up.
Oh, you did it again on the other T though.
Yeah, but not on that one.
Oh, okay.
Like when
Well, that's why
if I were to draw a T, like that's how I do it.
No, get rid
But
of
see
that.
how that went away? Like that went up. I didn't actually go up.
I'm sorry for criticizing your T.
That button doesn't do what I thought it did. That does.
I wonder what that
Okay.
button did.
I think that was the redo button. And then I'm just gonna put my name over here.
Well, at least it's an official piece of art. Don't spell your name wrong.
I was close. Age 28.
All right. So I've got the pathway to heaven paved with fruits, and you've got
The other way of eternity.
yes, of course.
The worldly's zombie eternity.
All right. Well, if you made it this far into our video, we apologize, but at least you learned something today. You learned that tomatoes are, in fact, fruit, and
The snozberry is the size of an apple.
exactly. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.